Wow, we have really reached the end of your online and blended teacher certification course. It's time for you to take your new knowledge and transfer it to your Google Sites portfolio. On this How to Earn Leading Edge Certification launch page, you'll find detailed instructions for completing your portfolio. Under the instructions, you'll find the Final Portfolio link wiki site, where you will provide the Leading Edge Certification team with the Google Site link to your portfolio. Please note, you must set the permissions on your portfolio to anyone with the link may view, since your portfolio will be reviewed by outside reviewers. It is important that they are able to view the portfolio. You will be able to set the permissions by clicking on the blue Share button in the upper right corner of your portfolio. Click on the Change button in the Who Has Access section, and then clicking on the Anyone with the Link button. Additionally, as a Leading Edge Certified Online and Blended Teacher, your portfolio will be made public through the Leading Edge Alliance, so keep this in mind during your portfolio creation project. For some insight into the most common edits former LEC students have had to make in their portfolios, you may want to take a look at the subpage called Portfolio Fixes, Common Edits Found in Grading. This is where LEC instructors have shared their most common fixes they have had to recommend to students during the grading process. Underneath the Final Portfolio link, you'll find a very helpful video tutorial showing you how to insert and embed content into Google Sites. If you are a Microsoft Word user, you will learn to use a new tool called Scribe that will allow you to embed visual copies of your documents rather than copy-pasting and having to reform them into Sites. A cool new tool. If you plan to copy-paste your portfolio assignments and reflections directly from Haiku into your Google Site portfolio, take special care to watch for formatting inconsistencies, drop links, and overall look and feel once you have pasted in your content. You will most likely need to make some revisions. And a final note on reflections. You've created reflections for most of your modules each week. However, you may want to consider these initial reflections a draft of the final reflection you will post in your portfolio, drawing on the learning, collaboration, discussions, and insights you have gained now that you are at the end of your rigorous 8 weeks. You may even want to review our discussions for additional inspiration and contemplation. Or, as you can see in Mindy Shacklett's example, she chose to post her original reflection and then add an Update to Original Post section as an alternative way to synthesize her original and final thoughts. On the right side of your How to Earn a Leading Edge Certification launch page, you will again find multiple examples of LEC portfolios and the link to the individual module and final portfolio rubrics. Lastly, look for a short video which gives specific instructions for taking the required post-course survey and explanation of the Leading Edge certification process and timeline. In closing, we want to thank you for 8 amazing weeks of learning, collaboration, and sharing. Your instructors have been learning right along beside you, and we are grateful for all you have added, both as teachers and students, in this Leading Edge certification for the online and blended teacher process. We look forward to receiving your portfolio links and celebrating the final products of your learning. Thank you.